So since everyone's been seeing me working on this planter, and I keep telling you guys I've been working on this planter, everyone probably thinks I'm getting nowhere, but I am. I figured since I got it complete now, I do a little bit of an overview and show you everything that I added to the planter and what we got going on here. So just an overview here. This is a Kinze 2000. It was pretty basic and stock whenever I bought it. It wasn't plumbed for nitrogen or anything like that. It just had no-till coulters, round closing wheels, regular gauge wheels, no row cleaners, anything like that. So we did a lot of add-ons. So for my nitrogen system here, I put on Precision Planting Conceal, which is a 2x2 method. Well, I don't know if it goes 2 inches in the ground, but it's 2 inches over, which pretty much is when this is down in planting position, this knife here will be dragging along the ground. There's a little hole in the bottom of this knife that applies the nitrogen. Here's my plumbing. You can see there we got a 1/4 inch line coming up into a check valve into a 3/8 line, which goes over here to my red ball thing, whatever it's called, where I got these lines plumbed in at. I did look into putting 2x2 out the front, which is normally what you'd see in a cordon planter. They got the single disc openers, and then I guess a little gauge wheel, and then a knife that comes out on the front of the toolbar, or you have another toolbar out front that just holds that. And the price of that was more than double the price of putting on the Conceal. So that's why I went with Conceal for price reasons, and I heard good things about them, so I'm really curious to get them out in the field, excited to see what they're gonna do. And I got it on one side here. See, I didn't put it on this side. We normally only push about 10 to 12 gallons per acre, so I wasn't too concerned about adding a second one, because he told me I can get that out of one side. And also my pump is just big enough to do that too. My pump's not gonna push out more than 15 gallons per acre at 5 miles an hour. So then I added row cleaners on here. We got the row cleaners mounted onto the no-till coulter, the Precision Planting Conceal. These are brand new disc openers. I put a Precision Planting seed tube in, and we have a Precision Planting or Keaton seed firmer hanging out the bottom there. And the local metal shop around me builds closing wheels, so I got all closing wheels from them. And when it comes to the actual seed box and meter, we got a Precision Planting finger pickup meter. So I wasn't really too concerned about like putting vacuum or anything like that on here. We don't plant a tremendous amount of corn. I think we will do just fine with finger pickups. So I'm curious to see what for singulation we get out of them this spring, but I'm not too concerned about it. I think we should be good. And we got 2 150-gallon tanks that are connected here. So we will fill them up with nitrogen this spring. And it's all ran by this little electric pump, which I didn't hook all up quite yet, which is run from the cab. I'll show you when we get in there what I mean by that. And I did fit this with a Precision Planting 2020 Seed Sense Gen 2 monitor. I wasn't going to, but the monitor, I had a KPM 1000, which is just gonna tell me that seed's flowing. It's not gonna tell me the population or skips and multiples if I got trouble with meter or something like that. It just senses if the seed's going through. And I wasn't really all about that, so I got the 2020 monitor. We installed row unit modules here on 3 rows. We got, where's that at? Yeah. Down pressure pins here to sense our down pressure, which we can all see from the cab here. So I think that's a good overview of this part of the planter. We'll jump in the cab and show you what I got going on in there. So the nitrogen is ran by this Remco electric pump. Flick that on, light comes on, turn the valve. And I should say it's got a little switch back there, so when the planter comes down, it hits that switch and realizes it needs nitrogen, and it'll turn that on without me. Every time I pick the planter up having to switch that off, that will get old quick. So that's a nice feature for usability. So here we got the smart connector coming in with our planting harness or planter harness We got this going to the monitor that's powering up, and I didn't put this on yet. This is the GPS. So here's what we got going on here on the screen. I mean, I don't have the GPS set up quite yet, but you get the point. And the tractor we got pulling the planter is the John Deere 7130. Right now we just got OEM lights. I might swap these out for LEDs. But I think that's about everything on the planter. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't mind answering questions at all. I'm excited to get into the field this spring. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the next one.